gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Over. Watch it now. There we go now. Green 39. Switch. Go. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Now McCarron throwing on second. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A play fake to Hill. McCarron. His throw here's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Gone. No. Check. Patriot.
Now here's McCarron again. Flush to his right. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Now Mixon, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Leopard.
McCarron on 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Let's go. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
They're going for it. It's McCarron. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the slant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. Detroit! Detroit! Over, over! Over, over! Over!
From the gun, it's McCarron. And his throw is incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. And you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he's got room. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
McCarron on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. McCarron now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Come on, let's go.
A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that doesn't milk.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Dropped at the 35, able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
McCarron from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Now a first down carry. It's Hill, and he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
second down. Here's McCarron. Over the middle, complete. That's Ross. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap for McCarron. He is going to find Hill here. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's McCarron to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And to give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's King. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Come on, let's go!
Now back to throw. That's complete. It's Rawls. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Bengals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to air it out. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. On first down, McCarron. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
McCarron to throw on second down. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go! 3-19! Back to that Philly. Here we go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. on the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They fake the give. Now McCarron. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third and long, it's McCarron. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter. So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mixon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Over.
From the gun, it's McCarron. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
This is fielded at the 27th. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He's got him in. complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Working from the gun here, McCarron. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. McCarron now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now here's McCarron again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's King. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And they're definitely showing blitz here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Let's go!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's King. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Now that's caught at the 25. They give him a gain of 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. His throw caught around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Seferian-Jenkins in the final minute. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Fresh set of downs here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we
throw. McCarron. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cards, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.